Thank you. So then today, I would want us to start by looking at very critical things. Those things, if you happen to know, you can never go wrong in life. You can never go wrong as an accountant. And if you allow me, I would want to share my screen. And the very first thing that I would want to teach you today is a function that accountants use every day at their workplaces, every day at their workplaces. Now, please listen and listen to me very well. If, for instance, ladies and gentlemen, you are given this kind of a table, a very important table here, and then somebody comes and tells you, hey, I want you to give me the total sales revenue here. What shall you be able to do for you to be able to get the total sales revenue? This is what you will do. You will come and say, Alt, you are holding on to the Alt function. Alt is near the flag there, the Windows button. You hold on to Alt like permanently, and then you say equals. When you hold on to Alt permanently and then you say equals, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to see something happening there. And then you should be able to do what here? To enter. When you enter like that, then you'll be able to get, ladies and gentlemen, some total sales as 93.95. Now, there is one favor that you guys have to do me. Already, we have shared with you this Excel sheet on WhatsApp. I'm so sure the way I've spoken very fast, chances are you have not understood nothing. But trust you me, once you take that sheet to your computer and then you try doing exactly what I've done, then you will be able to appreciate. So please let me know once you transfer. So this Alt equals, Alt, permanently hold on to it, and then later on, still holding on to Alt, you say equals. It's a very important functionality in Excel for AutoSum, for the AutoSum. So I would want to know whether all of us we've been able to get. That particular Excel sheet that has been shared with us by Clinton on WhatsApp. Have you been able to transfer it to your email, whichever way, to your computer? Open it in your computer. Somebody saying it's locked. I don't know. I will repeat yes, but first of all, please transfer. I hope what Osman is telling me is not truthful. Yes, got it. Is yours opening? Ciao, is yours opening? I have it. Or Isabok, is it opening? Is yours opening? Yes, thank you so much. It's opening. Thank you so much. So then once you open it, I would want to repeat. It's just a simple document. It is a very simple document. With the products in this case that were sold, the months, which months, and the revenue. I simply want us to get the total sales revenue. I'm so sure this is what most of you would have done. Most of you would have said, remember, if you want to use the function, summation. I don't want us to go to that really today. Today, I'm not in that mood. Today, I'm in the mood of showing you what accountant should be doing. So if this is blank, and I would want to get the total sales, what do? I will go there and look for a button called Alt. Are we able to see that Alt button, all of us? All of us, please respond. You must talk to me tonight. It must be around there where control is, where you are able to see the windows near there. It doesn't matter which kind of, at least Alt function must be somewhere there. Yes. So please, you hold on to it like you are, like permanently. You hold on. So first of all, you put your cursor there, you highlight this cell where you would want the total to go. And then you'll say Alt, I'm holding on to it permanently. And then I'm saying now equals. And then enter, enter. I'm getting 93, 95, 93, 95. How I wish I could get students who are able to confirm that, Mwalimu, hey, by using this Alt equals thing, now I'm able to get 93, 95 being the total sales revenue. How I wish I would get somebody like that. How I wish, and I wish there could be like 70 students who are saying, hey, Mwalimu, we have been able to get that really. I can see 4 students. And remember, in Excel, we don't just say, hey, how I wish my camera was on. How I wish my camera was on. If my camera was on, we would have seen what we normally do in Excel. Excel is all about celebrating the little milestones you achieve. So like if you've been able to get this, you dance. Dancing is the best. You can dance using an emoji there, or even if my camera was on, I would have shown you my dancing prowess, right? When I get something correctly, I have to stop, wake up, it doesn't matter who's in the house, and celebrate. It's a very important milestone. You shake your body. You shake your body a little bit. You dance. You dance like seriously. And of course, if you're not able to get it, I'm here to help you. You simply give us an emoji, which is crying, meaning that Mwalimu, please repeat. And I will repeat severally until really everybody sinks. This sinks home with everybody. Yeah, Lillian is crying, which is very good. Thanks for being yourself. Thank you for being honest. Repeat, I will repeat. Yes, Evelyn. Nikirota is dancing. Cecilia is crying. Okay, now most of these students like Reynolds who are crying, do you have the worksheet? Do you have the worksheet? Let's start from there first. Do you have the worksheet? Osman is also crying badly. Osman is also crying badly. Osman is also crying badly. But do you have this worksheet on your computer? Repeat, I will repeat. Do you have it? Zainab, do you have this on your computer? S is dancing there. Do you have this on your computer? Thank you so much. So all of us, we have it. So it's about now Mwalimu to repeat. Thank you so much. Then to repeat what I will do, I will simply come to this column of summation here. Okay, so I've deleted mine, so I would want to repeat this. How do we do it? There is a button called Alt, Alt, A-L-T, A-L-T, A-L-T. I will hold on to it permanently. Yani naishikilia kwa chini kabisa. Naishikilia chini kabisa, siwachili kidole hii, mkono moja siwachili. Huo mkono mwingine, tafuta mahali equals iko. Tafuta mahali equals iko, alafu ifinye. Ingali, unafinya ile Alt. Remember Alt, umeendelea kufinya ile Alt, useme equals. Then you'll be able to see everything has been highlighted there. And then you say, enter. You'll be able to see that 93, 95, 93, 95. So then let me now get the feedback from the students who told me to repeat. Let me get the feedback from the students who told me to repeat now. At least Isaboke is dancing with this weightlifting thing. Great. Zainab Wario doesn't want to dance, but it's okay to dance. It's okay to dance. Thank you, Evelyn Wanja. Now listen and listen to me very well. Listen and listen to me very well. Listen and listen to me very well. Now, in accounts, normally what will happen, somebody may want you to just get the total sales for a particular period. Somebody may want you to get the total sales for February. Total sales for February. Like now here, they want me to come and give them the total sales for February. So then how do I do this? I can come and say equals. I can come and say equals. And then I pick February sales one at a time. I start with the first February, I can see is 492. And then I can say plus. I pick the second February sales, which is 559. I keep on adding. I keep on adding. I keep on adding. February, I'm only adding February. I'm only adding February. I'm only adding February. I'm only adding February. Because now the person really wants me to add February. The person wants me to add just February. This is still February. I'm adding February sales. I'm adding February sales. I'm adding February sales. Quite cumbersome, really. I'm adding February sales. I'm adding February sales. You can see it's quite cumbersome. I'm through with that. Then I should be able to come and say what year? Enter. When I say enter, I'm seeing February sales were 4103. How did I do this? I began by saying equals, because now I want to really activate myself for purposes of taking my function, which is addition, right? So I've done it manually. However, I can also come and use what we call summation. I can say equals summation. Then I click on that sum, which is in blue. Once it is here, then I can come to February sales. I can see they are here. From here, I can come from there, and then I highlight this February up to the end of February, up to the end of February. I hope I'm correct up to there. I don't have to close this bracket. I can simply come and say, okay, which means I've forgotten to pick one of them. No worries, I'll repeat again. I'll come and say equals. It is summation there. So I'm saying there, sum. Then I'm picking from February here, from here, 492. From 492, and then all the way to these 410. All the way to 410. All the way to 410. So I'm picking the whole of these all the way to 410 like that. And then I should be able to say, enter. Yes, I'm now getting 4103. So somebody wants me to get the total sales for February. The total sales for February. Is there somebody who has been able to add? Even if you add using your calculator, thanks, Promise. Thanks, Lillian. Is there somebody who has been able to get these total sales, even if you're using your calculator for February? February alone. For February alone. Is there somebody who has been able to get the total sales for February? Really? Hosea, thank you so much. For February alone, as 4103. As 4103. As 4103. Done using both. Thanks, Thomas. It's okay, yes. Now, you see, out of these total sales, now they are conditioning me to give them the total sales for a particular period, which is February. So then if I'm the one doing this, and I would want you to come and do exactly what I'm doing, I'll come and grab whatever is here, then I will be able to use a very important function called some ifs. If you happen to understand these some ifs, I will respect you 100%. That's after I've repeated severally. As an accountant, at times I'll be given a trial balance even having like 3 years trial balances. And then they would want me to extract the sum for just 1 year. Then I'll be able to use what we call conditional summation. Conditional summation is basically what we call the sum ifs. These one that I'm highlighting here. Sum ifs. Now look at what I will do. I'll come straight away. I'll be able to say equals. So when I say equals, ladies and gentlemen, then I will look for the function. Remember, I start any functionality with equals in the cell to activate the cell, to take up the function, to take up the formula. So then I'll start typing some ifs. I'm seeing it, some ifs. Now, I don't know whether here there is anybody who drinks whiskey. Please don't answer that. But one time I went to some restaurant and I saw some young men took in this whiskey. It's called a Blue Label. Whiskey called a Blue Label. I think it's Manoff, yes, Blue Label. And those guys were very stupid. That thing was a bit expensive. I think it was about 9,000 Kenya shillings. So what they did, they started praying for that whiskey. And they were praying in a very funny way. They started, first of all, by tabbing it. They were hitting it with us. They were slapping it. So the same case with us. Ladies and gentlemen, whenever I'm using this particular functionality, and then it reaches a point where I see I've got many functions here, but my sum ifs, the one that I want is in blue. Then I'll always tab it. It's either I click on it, double click, it goes up, or I tab once. Tab is that particular button which is on top of caps lock. On top of the caps lock, there is a button called TAB. In some computers, it has got 2 arrows facing opposite of each other. I will come back to that. But for now, listen to me very well. After I say some ifs, then you can see some narrations being given to us. Like some ifs, the first thing they want us to do is to give them the sum range. So the sum range, I want the sales revenue, which is in column D. So I'll come to column D, put this arrow, and then I will highlight the whole of it. All right. Then I'll be able to say comma there. From there, they want me to give them the criteria range. The criteria here, we are using the months, because I want January, which is, or rather February, which is among the months. So I'll go months is column A. I will highlight the whole of it. And then I'll be able to say comma there. After I say comma, you can see after sum range, criteria range, and then next, the last thing is criteria. The criteria. The criteria here is February. You know, criteria range means many. Range means lowest, highest. Range means many. But now criteria itself, I only pick like I want for the month of February. So I pick February alone. And then I should be able to close bracket. Then I should be able to say what year, enter. And I'm getting 4,103, the figure that we really got here manually. Now, I would want you guys to do me a favor. I would want you guys to do me a favor by sharing your. Look at this. If they want me to give them, like now here, I've got 3 conditions, February, 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗦, USA, 3 of them. So I've got 3 houses with 3 conditions, because I must go to the house. Where is February housed? And then I click on the condition, which is February. Where is 𝗖𝗢𝗡 housed? And then I click this. So look at what I will do. I'll come and say here equals. Then we have here some ifs. It's there. Then I'll be able to click on the sum range. I want to sum the revenues. So I'll click this one, and then I say comma. Then I start handling the conditions. But the first condition is February, but I don't attack it directly. I must go to the range. So the February range, where is February found? Because I'm following this. Criteria range for February is here in the months. So go to the months and click. And then you say comma. Then you go to the criteria itself, not the range now. Criteria is 1. And then you say comma. And then now you remember very fast that this guy has also given you another condition, which is 𝗖𝗢𝗡. 𝗖𝗢𝗡, I'll go to where 𝗖𝗢𝗡s are found. The range is more, has many. So it's column B. So I'll be able to click on column B, and then very fast I click on 𝗖𝗢𝗡. And then there is a third condition here, which is USA. But first, I have to attack where USA is found in. It is found in column C. And then I'll be able to say what year, comma there. And then I'll be able to pick what year, USA. Great. This is so interesting to me. Enter like that. Now, please listen. My great students, please listen here. This is something very important that I would want everybody to really understand. The moment we understand this, then we are at home. Then we are at home. The moment we understand this, then automatically we are at home. Great. Great, great, great. So then I'll be able to come here. So I'll be able to share this sheet that all of you have. Very important here. Very important here. Now we are looking at what we call business intelligence. You guys must have heard of Power BI. Power BI, business intelligence. I don't want to go to that today, but I just want to show you something very important. If you look at whatever that I have here, I happen to be having sales representatives, right? And the regions that these guys have been able to sell, east, whatever, very important. Great thing, really. Great thing, really. Great thing, really. Now, assuming here, ladies and gentlemen, assuming, listen and listen to me very well. Somebody comes and gives me this kind of a thing, and then he tells me, I would want you to give me the total sales for East region. East region, east, you know, east, there could be very many rows. So they want for east, east, east. And if you try dragging this down, this thing could be humongous. It could be a big thing. You can see this is row number 5,000. I'm not yet finished. You can see it's going up to 10,003. And then they want us to just come and give them the sales for what here for east. So then how will I be able to do this, ladies and gentlemen? Very fast. What I'll do, I will come and remove these here. I'll just remove this here and then create something here just by the side. So they want me to give them total sales. Total sales for which one here? For east. Total sales for east. So I'll come and write there east. And then I'll say tab. So when I come here, now because I want to extract information of east alone from a big schedule and get the summation, then I'm using some ifs. I'm using some ifs here. I am using some ifs like that. Once I'm here, criteria range, it is these cells here. I will come and highlight the whole of the column up to 10,000. Then I'll be able to say comma there. Then I'll remember very fast, ladies and gentlemen, that they want me to give them this criteria east alone. And east is found in these regions. So I'll be able to come and say J there. And then when I say J there, then I'll be able to come and pick this east here like that. And then I'll be able to close the bracket if I wish. I can do without closing really. And then I'm getting this 146, 142. There's some rounding off, which is this one here. This is so interesting. I wish you guys knew what I'm talking about. As I told you, the company which I work for, ladies and gentlemen, is in 140 countries. Some ifs really helps me whenever it comes to doing my key KPIs. Whenever it comes to me doing my KPIs, some ifs is a queen. Some ifs is a queen. I mean, I'm able to get sales by regions. I'm able to get sales by using salespersons. This one. Hapana cheza na hii kitu. So you guys have that sheet with you there. I don't know whether there is anybody who has been able to see that sheet. It's called DABI. You must be having it. Try to practice. Give me the total sales for East. Then remember, the more you dance, the more you understand. But don't dance if you're not understanding. Don't dance if you're not understanding. I will repeat, but before I repeat, 𝗓𝒏𝒡, do you have this worksheet with you, 𝗓𝒏𝒡? And you repeat. Thank you so much. Promise. So umepata exactly the same. Thomas, iko sawa sasa nimeelewa. Lillian, great. The lady in red. You must be a good dancer. Thank you. Kaboom. Done. Done. Got it? There is this student who told me to repeat. I asked her a simple question, whether she has seen, because if you don't have it, I'm liking it. Pius Lekui, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And remember, this particular program, this particular Excel, I normally charge 90,000 to teach it. You guys are so lucky. 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 But I would want you to bring me more students. Like last time when I did this course of Excel, I had 400 students. I had 400 students. I also like whenever I'm teaching my own students, I should be able to get economies from economies of scale. If I work with 200 really, that will be a loss to me. Takaramoy has not seen it. Takaramoy, do you have that Excel sheet? Do you have that Excel sheet, Takaramoy? Eureka, at last. Takaramoy, do you have this Excel sheet? No. So please msaidie kwanza apate Excel sheet. Just help him to get the Excel sheet so that when I repeat, he's able to understand very fast so they can do it himself. Takaramoy, once you get that Excel sheet, raise your hand or tell me you have it, I repeat. Because if I repeat and you don't have that, really, it'll be a waste of time. It'll be a waste of time. As soon as should be able to guide you, as soon as should be able to guide you, either they send it to you through WhatsApp, somebody should be able to guide you. Irene, you're dancing, the lady in red. I've not seen any man dancing here, really. Perfect, no rounding, no rounding. Is it King? You sent me some materials. There's King. You sent me some materials. Dan, very interesting. Mohammed Hassan. Thank you at least. Dan, even for West, Mohammed, I told you, being first time in Zoom, no stable internet for today. Let me wait for video. So sorry, Kawera. It could be even from my side. It's really raining. It's really raining from my side. Maybe that is why. I've attached it there. Thank you, Saboke. Thank you so much. Done for all the regions. Done for all the regions. I've gotten it. Baraza, thank you. Yay, Evelyn, got it. Here I am dancing. Next time, you know, when my camera will be on, I'll be able to show you guys how we dance whenever we understand. Whenever we understand these things of Excel, I should have stopped recording. Yes. So then allow me to start from scratch here. So remember, what are we doing here? So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, we want to insert a pivot table. How do we insert a pivot table? How do we insert a pivot table? How do we insert a pivot table? Great. So I'll come to this particular data anywhere here on this data. I will come and pick this any cell. And then I say here, insert the pivot table. So table range up to that 10,004. So it has picked the entire. So new worksheet, yes. Okay. So then I have my great things here. So for example, I would want to have these regions. I can have my regions going to the rows. You can see here we have East, Midwest, South, West. We have these blanks. The blanks must be removed. Now from there, I would want to come here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so I would want to come here and pick my sales, take my sales here to the values. So I have my sales in this case here going to the values. I have my sales going to the values. Sorry, the blank has messed up everything, but you can see I'll be able to remove those blanks there. The most important thing that I would want you to see, ladies and gentlemen, today is that East, we have this 146 that you guys had obtained. Without now using some ifs, I've been able to get East, I've been able to get Midwest, the figure that you got, I've been able to get South, I've been able to get West. I'll be able to show you how to remove this blank, which is taking my total figure, I'll be able to show you how to get rid of the blanks, but that's not the concept for today. I would want to show you some concept here that will enable you not even to be remembering that some ifs useless thing. Now, this is what we call automation of financial reporting. So are you ready now? I start repeating. Are they ready? I start repeating this thing. Are they ready? I start repeating this thing, which is very important. Are they ready? I start repeating. Are they ready? I start repeating. They're called pivot tables. They're called pivot tables. This is so important. No. Kawera in tofauti. There are 3 sheets. If you look at the sheet that you guys have, the table that you guys have has 3 sheets. So they are ready. I get started. Don't worry about the alt. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here I am. I'll go back to my DA business intelligence here. Now I want to pivot my data. This is so important. I want to pivot my data. How do I pivot my data? This is the region, the one that has got regions. So I will come here and click anywhere inside this table. Anyway, it can be even the date, anywhere inside the table. And then I say insert. I'm inserting a very important thing called the pivot table. It'll ask me whether I would want to have it in a new worksheet or existing. Always it will be new worksheet. So this pop-up window, go there and say, okay. Once you say okay, then you are seeing in this case here your canvas. We normally call this one here canvas, where my data will come in. And here I have my pivot table fields. Okay. So here I will pick these things. I hope by the side here you are able to see a few things. I'll pick, for example, the regions. I would want to pick the regions here. Regions, take them to the rows, put there. And then I would want to evaluate these regions. I would want to evaluate the sales. So the sales, I'll come and put these sales here in the evaluation value, like that. This has blanks. I'll show you how to remove blanks to avoid this problem. But the blank figure is the one that is giving me the proper total. Distributed as follows: East is that, Midwest is that, South is West, West is that. So first of all, I would want to know whether there is any student who has been able to pivot this thing. Is there any student who has been able to do exactly what I've done? Is there any student who has been able to do exactly what I've done? How comes I can't see even one student dancing really? Don't worry about the blanks. Blanks, I'll remove them. I'll clean this thing. It's called cleaning. I'll clean. Wow, great. Yes, great. Now, please, once you go to your office on Tuesday, ensure you are using these things at your workplace. Show your colleagues. Let yourself be the go-to person on matters of what here, on matters of Excel. You should be the expert there. This will give you a promotion. Like at my workplace, I'm really known for Excel. Hata wazungu, nilikuwa naogopa kitambo wazungu. Lakini hawanishidi Excel. Hata wengine wanaonyesha wanapoambia panda wewe. Wewe weka hii. Wanashangaa jamaa alijulia kitu wapi. Yeah, Mary, great. Grand total. Mine has blanks. Great. Jerome, yours is okay. Mine, I'll be able to remove mine. Done. Great. Nani kama mimi. That's what we want is Saboke. On Tuesday, that is what you tell your colleagues at your workplace. Nani kama mimi. Done with no blanks, which is very good. Tuesday, watajua hawajui. John Waweru, yake imekuja error, no problem. Chao, I like how you really... John, is it possible for you to share your screen, John, if you don't mind? Thanks for raising that up with me. And then start filtering this data using products. I can come here, pick these products. The products, I pick the products. I would want to come and pick the products and put the products in the filters. So when I put the product in the filters, I hope you're able to see product all. Then I have this filter here. I'll be able to pick now one item and see how each item sold in each of the regions. So for example, I may want this Majestic Beauty. I'll click, I would want to see how Majestic Beauty was sold. Okay. So you can see Majestic Beauty, total sales was this, East Majestic Beauty. You can see now it's Majestic Beauty. This thing is so beautiful. But I would want us to stop here for today, give you guys a chance to breathe a little bit. When we come tomorrow at exactly 8 p.m., you guys will come excited, right? Having practiced what you have done today, and I can assure you, we are going to swim tomorrow so nicely into great tools that accountants need at their workplaces every day, every day. You know, most accountants will think that they know Excel, and to tell you the truth, you guys normally know nothing. And even the nothing that you know it wrongly. Great. Ladies and gentlemen, please do me a favor. Please do me a favor. Ensure that you are telling your colleagues in your WhatsApp groups that this class is what here is very important. It's very important. They need to, you know, they think it's a normal Excel of adding and subtraction. No, this is a very special program. How do you remove blanks? I'll teach you how to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow. Nimefloat class yote. Are there students who have floated the whole class? The whole class, students who floated the whole class? I thought I tried really to. Kajagi floated. Frederick, most of them floated, eh? Ah. Eliza floated. You know nothing, yes. AC at least got. Now, hao wanafunzi ambao wamefloat hawajajua procedure ya kulearn Excel. Excel, if you want to learn Excel, when you feel you're floating and I'm giving you a chance to share your screen, you always do what? You always share your screen. That is the only way out. Otherwise, if there is nobody who is willing to share their screen, what do? I'll be forced to move on. If I were you, I can't accept the teacher to continue moving forward and I've not understood. I'll keep on sharing the screen. I hope now we are together about that. I'll keep on sharing my screen. I'll keep on, in this case, how do I share screen? New in Zoom, please, maybe on your problem. No, they are not complicated at all. And I'll be able to show you how even to do, how to do the dashboards using pivots. Very nice stuff, very nice stuff. But so long as you guys are able to share your screen whenever you have an issue, for me to pick your issues, for me to help you guys. That is the only way mtakuwa wanafunzi hodari. Wanafunzi hodari. So are you going to tell the other colleagues that this class is important, they join? Administrator, if you don't know how to share in Zoom, then please go to YouTube and try to learn how you can share. It's very simple. Please, please, please. I want this class to be like last time. It should be 400 students minimum, please. Alafu ikiwezekana class ya Excel, it is either you come on time or you don't come at all. About lateness. It is either you come on time or you don't come in at all, and then you use videos later. Otherwise, it will be an international disaster. Utashangaa uanze kusema umerogwa, hakuna kurogwa. Wewe umeingia late. Otherwise, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meeting you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.